Alright, so the inspiration of today's video is this book. A book by Neil Strauss called The Game. Now don't worry, this is not a book review and these aren't the only pointers a man can take away or a man must take away from this book. We will discuss, we shall discuss and we must discuss this book or all the essential books that a man must read in a different essential books video. But for now, let's just stick to the title and the topic of this video. 6 masculine things, 6 masculine traits or 6 physical features or any masculine feature that women love in a man. 6 irresistible things that women always wishes to see or wishes to witness in her man. Body parts, traits, physical and social features that women always demanded in their man. So let's just not waste time anymore. Let's just not postpone things any further. Gentlemen, let's discuss and see if what this reads is anything sincere and real. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials. Let's roll the intro. Okay, so here's the thing. The following 6 things aren't gimmicky, but real. The following 6 things might sound, look or feel unattainable, but hey, trust me, it can be fetched, it can be sealed, and it is very much attainable. Remember that none of us are born with these 6 things, traits or physical features. However, we men can choose to work on ourselves, we men can choose to inculcate these things in our life and thus be the most attractive, the most sexiest versions of ourselves. Gentlemen, we men can definitely choose to work on ourselves and make these things falsely appear. So the number one masculine thing, the number one masculine feature that women love is my Instagram page. I mean, come on now, daily photos, videos and a whole lot of good things that can help you be a better man. Okay, fine, it's not my Instagram, that was a joke, that was supposed to be a joke, but it landed very poorly, so excuse me for that. Check it out once and learn a whole lot more from it. Anyway, the real number one feature that women love in a man is the height. Now I know many of you would get bummed out, sad or even disheartened hearing this whole sad fact that Mayank, I'm not tall enough, how do I be tall? I knew it, if I'm not tall I couldn't get shit done. That's just not the case. Hear me out. For once, hear me out entirely and completely. See, you and I both know this for the fact that we can't alter our genetical structure, we can't alter our goddamn DNA, we can't. Gentlemen, we all know that we can't do some biological modification to be crazy tall, but hey, what we can do is style and groom ourselves right to at least appear and feel that way. See, the average height of Indian men is said to be around 5 feet 5 inches. So if you are someone above that, you are relatively tall. And to top that, if you style and groom yourself right, you can look a whole lot more taller than usual. So don't freak out, don't get disheartened and don't be disappointed about your height, gentlemen. It's not about how tall you are. I mean, sure, being 5'10" or 6'2" definitely helps, but it's not really about how tall you are in real, but it's rather about how tall you can look or how tall you can project your image to be. Now, in case you want to watch a video on how can a short man look tall, you can definitely do that. One of my most favorite videos on the channel, by clicking the index card right here. One of my favorite videos, just give it a watch and learn a few more things about how can you look like a 6'6" even if you are someone who is 5'8" or 5'7". Now this brings me to the trait number 2, shoulders. Gentlemen, big broad shoulders to women is what big bust is to men. It's physical, it's primal, it proves your mating capabilities and that's something that makes you a whole lot more attractive than usual. But the fun fact here is, unlike women, we don't really have to put in silicone and a whole lot of plastic surgery to make ourselves the big busty men, because we don't need to have bust at the very first place. What we can do instead is sleep right, train heavy and eat right. I mean, sleep tight, eat right and train heavy. We all know this for the fact that if we are sincere about our workouts, our nutrition and our diet and rest and recovery, we can actually have a decent physique, we can actually have those big broad shoulders, because these things aren't a secret anymore. I mean, anyone can do that by just going to the gym, working out regularly and working on their shoulders and their overall body in general. I mean, you all know that it's just a matter of time and sincere hard work. Skinny, fat or a mix of both, it does not matter. Big broad shoulders can be easily achieved by any man or any guy out there. You sir, you know here that your genes can't stop you from having those big broad shoulders. Don't be a lazy ass, start working out, start eating right and have it with you all the time. Speaking of having and not being a lazy ass, here is an important physical feature or personality or masculine feature number 3, your style. No, not crazy patterns, fast fashion and pink suits. I mean your overall, in general vibe. What do you wear in your day-to-day life? What do you wear in general? How do you present? How do you actually carry your brand, your own visual brand in day-to-day regular life? Are you good with colors? Do you match and coordinate things well? Do you understand fit? Do you look like someone important? Do you look like a high-value man? In case you haven't watched the video on how to look like a high-value man, index card, click it, watch it right now. But see, the thing is, the point that I'm trying to make here is, if your answer is yes to all the above questions, then chances are you are already pretty sharp with your dressing and fashion sense. Chances are you don't need to do anything about it. Chances are you are already an attractive man. In case your answer is a no, there are hundreds of videos on this channel about style, grooming and fashion, something that can help you elevate your style and fashion to a whole new level. Watch them once, learn a thing or two more about them, and be surprised. But enhancing your style and fashion aren't the only concerns that we have here, gentlemen. There are three more things, there are three more features in the list that we need to talk about. Number 4 being your health. Not your physical, muscular health, but your overall physical, internal and mental health. See, if you are someone who's physically unfit, medically ill or mentally unstable, it's high time you start working on yourself. It's high time you start taking your life, your own body, your own health seriously. Gentlemen, make your body, make your brain, make everything that you own, make this machine a genuine concern to have to be worried about, because this is something very important. This is something that can reflect your day-to-day activities in a big, broad scale. We all want to live here for a very long period of time, and the only way to do it, the best way to do it, is keeping ourselves checked and functional all the time. In case you haven't done it, in case you don't do it, get yourself medically checked once every year, physically checked, get your blood test done, urine test done, get anything that you can, get yourself physically checked by a doctor, and just don't rely on your personal trainers for that. Get yourself physically checked, at least once every year. Get your BMI checked, get everything checked that will keep you a fit, healthy man, both externally and internally. Mentally, you have to be aware that you aren't sad, disheartened and sulking all the time. If you are someone who's unhappy, if you are someone who's having suicidal thoughts and a whole lot of negative thoughts in general, it's high time you seek some therapy. It's high time you seek some professional help. Gentlemen, this machine can't be taken for granted. This is one of the most complex machines out there, and human body is a beautiful thing to be cherished upon. Please take it seriously, get yourself checked, get yourself treated, and be physically, mentally and operationally 100% all the time. Now this brings me to the last two features, the last two physical or the last two masculine traits on the list. Your job, your occupation or your social value. You see, a woman's likability depends highly on your social and net value. No, it's not because they're all gold diggers and they all want to be with someone who is super wealthy. It's rather because of the fact that procreation demands security, stability and socialness. Didn't get it? Well, let me explain you in two different ways. One, a woman who is wanting to marry you, be your girlfriend or just fling you for that matter, wouldn't be wanting to do it or wouldn't be wanting to do anything at the cost of her own safety or security. She wouldn't want to do anything that will cost her her own life. See, she wants to know whether you're physically and financially capable to take care of the offspring and her in case it does appear out of nowhere. Now mind you, your partner is not thinking of these things consciously. This is the last thing that she wants to think if she's just not on the right page. But these things are subconsciously ingrained in a woman's psyche. This is something that they think way ahead of time, and this is something that they think without even having to think about it. Does that make any sense? So your personal finance or your social status can play a big role, can play a huge role in that woman defining her relationship with you. And not only this, your job, your occupation or your social status also helps a woman decide, analyze and calculate your ambitions, passions and interests in life. Because trust me when I tell you this, no high quality woman would want to hang out with someone who is a loser, who does not have any ambition or is an absolute social psychopath. Gentlemen, no high quality woman would want to hang out with someone, would want to be with someone, would want to be with a man who is not hardworking, ambitious or focused in life. She would also not want to be with a man who is socially dumb and has no friends besides that one particular woman in her life. You need to have friends, you need to have some social value coupled with your financial gains. Gentlemen, this is the exact same reason why you'll see a lot of struggling artists and stand-up comics. There are a whole bunch of hot, attractive women. No, not because they are funny. It sure helps, humor sure helps, but it's rather more about the ambitious, passionate life that women want to praise, raise and nurture. Weird people, weird psychology, I know, but that's the truth. That's the case. 6 masculine traits, 6 masculine features that women absolutely love to see in their man. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was something new and informative for you. Now don't be a lazy prick and sit on your ass and do nothing about it. Go out, get up and start working, because you and I only have set amount of time to do a whole lot of things in our life. I'll surely get back to my work and do a whole lot of other videos, make a whole lot of other videos, and then work on myself and be this feature rich guy. I mean, I'm still a work in progress. This is something really cool that I read in the book. Expect a video in this book. Expect a whole new video on different books that a man must read very soon. Now I'll get back to work. I'll work on myself. You don't forget to dress sharp, stay strong, and stay stylish. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.